lovely setting of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta. Welcome to you. Martin Tyler along with Alan Smith with you to provide the call today. The game has all the elements really to excite us, and I'm sure it will live up to the billing. Chicago Fire against Real Madrid.
I think if we get a nice, sharp, quick tempo to begin with, we're in for a real treat here, because we've got a couple of entertaining sides that love to go forward.
Now we can check on the lineup. This is the way they like to play, isn't it? And it does allow them, with three at the back, to have two main attackers up front, which is a little bit unusual these days.
Well, you look at that formation and you could interpret it as being a little negative, especially if that holding midfielder in front of the back three doesn't venture too far forward. But an onus on the...
Hello from a city that really has been growing on the football front. Atlanta, Georgia. We're at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm Derek Ray. My co-commentator is the former Arsenal fullback Lee Dixon, and we should have a pulsating game of football for you. It's the Chicago Fire.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Wizards. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Young and Carter are the big men inside. And it's Valentine in at the three.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Adams taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Adams. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Levine. Adams brings the double team. Here's Carter. Cans the 12-footer.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Now Murray. Passes it to Porter. Here's Adams over Carter. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Right side Levine. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And New York the other way now. That's a 2 from Korver. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
You want to force Kyle Korver to play off the bounce, but you know he's going to make some of them also.
Levine wide open. Gets an open look and hits.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Millsap. Here's Adams. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
White drives in, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Rebound by the Bulls.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
New York shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one is off. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Millsap. Morris comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teagan for DeJounte Murray. Chicago also making some changes. Felicia's checked in for Carter. Satoransky comes in for Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Now, here is Young. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Dunn. Lets it go from deep. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 2. Here's Chicago. To the right side. Here's Felicio. And Young kicks to Dunn. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Goes back up and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the evening. And so he makes both from the line. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And Chicago has possession. They lead by 4. Here's Young. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 6 points for Thaddeus Young. Teague inside the line. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic on his part.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Teague out there with Iguodala. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Howard in at the 5. Inside, here's Young. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Howard, the pass to Whiteside. And it's blocked. Down against Teague. Young, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. Teague kicks to Iguodala. Unloads. Here's Whiteside. Chicago grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Valentine. Young trying to break free. Sweet little floater. Valentine's got his first points of the game.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
A different look for New York. Paul Millsap is checked in for Whiteside. Porter comes in for Morris, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Jeff Teague. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Lean comes in for Denzel Valentine. White, he's checked in for Satoransky. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Dunn.
Whenever Andre gets loose on the break, you have to reward him. Great job running the floor, one of the best in the business.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Felicio. Levine for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Porter. Here's Howard. Drops in the layup for 2.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Here's Levine. Offensive rebound. Here's Felicio. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Korver in for Andre Iguodala. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Millsap. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
Showing that electric speed and quickness, Levine pushes the action, draws contact. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
From about 19 feet, and it's Murray, that time on the assist from Porter. Murray's got his first points of the night. Levine with it. 9 points in the game so far. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now see.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So for Chicago right now, Young and Carter are the big men inside. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Valentine in the 3 spot. But they recover it. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Adams.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Levine against Millsap to the inside. Valentine. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Valentine's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago. Here's Adams, and again, it's New York.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. A different look for New York. Morris is checked in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Teagan for DeJounte Murray. And a change for the Bulls. Satoransky's checked in for White. Drops it in from 11 feet. And 12 points for Steven Adams.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Out to the right wing. Valentine wide open. He fires. Connects from 3-point range. And the Bulls lead by 8.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Whiteside's checked in for Steven Adams. Howard comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Iguodala in for Kyle Korver. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Howard's shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Bulls leading by 6. Dunn passes to Levine. Here's Carter. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Carter's got his second bucket.
A crafty scorer near the rim. Wendell Carter challenging the defense and prevailing.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. Look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And, you know, I think New York, they made their presence felt right from the opening tip, taking matters into their own hands and showing no let-up.
Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Teague can't hit. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Dunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Porter comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Andre Iguodala.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
There's the double team from Whiteside. Young with no one around. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 5th assist in this one. Satoransky the pass to Levine. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Drops one in from the wings. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
And so it's Chicago, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Otto Porter Jr., Paul Millsap out there with Whiteside. Then there's Murray. And it's Korver in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. White dishes to Levine. And here's Valentine for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Whiteside. And he banks in the layup.
Good effort and energy by Whiteside. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
White looking around to the paint. Carter with the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Chicago leading by 18. Outside, White. In the corner, Valentine with it. And the Bulls another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Millsap's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Porter against Levine. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Marcus Morris is checked in for Whiteside. Isaac comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Hart, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Malik Monk in for Murray. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Gafford. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Steven Adams.
20 seconds left in the 4th. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Here's Arcidiacono. And So Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.